Hello and welcome. My name is Bill, and I'm a professional tap teacher, performer, choreographer, and the creator of the Just Tap series. And in this video, I'm going to talk about the crucial principles of speeding up, one of the most enjoyable and exciting elements of tap dance. We're not learning any steps in this video, so get comfortable, and for the next few minutes, I'll break down the simple secrets for speeding up in tap, and how to use this knowledge to see results quickly. In tap dance, we all want to take steps faster, or at least be able to take steps faster, because after all, in terms of overall technical proficiency, our goal is to achieve a range of different steps at a range of speeds, and then increase that range over time. Although the principles of speeding up in tap dance are essentially quite simple, they can be tricky to wrap your head around, so bear with me and I'll explain it as clearly as I can. First off, it's important to remember that tap dance is made up of a surprisingly small number of very basic beats. You can learn and understand the bulk of the most commonly used vocabulary of beats in a single lesson, or a single video if you prefer. When you zoom in on any individual step, even the complex and crazy fast stuff, you discover that it's all made up of individual beats you already know. So surely, one might think, speeding up, in fact, tap dance proficiency in general, merely becomes a matter of stringing those individual beats together into individual steps, and then stringing those together in specific combinations of steps, and then memorizing them, right? Well, almost. There's another crucial piece to the puzzle of tap dance, one that is easy for a student or teacher to overlook. Before we talk about speed, we must first talk about weight placement. That is, the optimization of where our body weight is placed over our legs and feet, and the transition of our weight side to side, forward and back, as we flow from one step to the next. So for example, let's look at the ball heel that we learned in the first video. As we prepare for a ball dig on the right foot, we have to transfer our weight into the left foot in order to lift the right foot up. If our weight is on the right foot already, it becomes difficult, in fact practically impossible, to lift that foot up. So first off, we have to have our weight prepared in the correct place. We also need to think about how we're transferring the weight as we execute the step. Looking at the ball heel again, with the goal of achieving the step moving from right to left continuously, we know that we're going to have to prepare the following step on the other side, in this case incorporating the lifting of the left leg as we finish doing the step on the right. So from beat 1, we're already thinking ahead and preparing for where we're going next. And then we transfer the weight as simply and efficiently as possible. In this case, we'd push the bulk of the weight onto the ball dig straight away. And then when we drop the heel, transfer all our remaining weight onto the right, allowing us to lift the left foot ready to do the exact same thing on the other side. As we start to discover the magic of stringing different tap beats and steps together in an endless number of combinations, we also discover the exciting, though potentially daunting world of weight placement and how this can quickly make or break our tap dance journey. Don't worry, you don't need to start learning complex weight percentages for every single step. This is just something to start becoming aware of within your own tap practice. In terms of effective weight placement, there is one more element to discuss, but we'll come back to that in a moment. Alright, I hope you're still with me, because now let's talk about speeding up. We first need to ensure the step is optimized for a faster movement. Then, we need to find the quickest, easiest, most direct path to making the step happen effectively. In a nutshell, we need to get rid of the unnecessary tension and the unnecessary movement. So first off, we have to relax, primarily and most importantly, in the ankles. Looking at the shuffle, executed fast but in slow motion, as you can see, after the brush forward hits, the whole foot actually flicks up ever so slightly. This is caused by the momentum of movement that the leg muscles provide as the main driver downward, together with a relaxed ankle that allows the freedom of movement for the foot to flick up after the brush forward, and back down again for the brush back. With unnecessary tension, particularly in the ankles, the step can be taken only so fast before it loses clarity and ultimately becomes impossible. When it comes to shuffles, and indeed most tap steps, it's not only easier to use the magic combination of gravity, momentum, and relaxation, it's completely necessary. It's the only way to achieve a range of speed with your steps. Once we've gotten rid of the unnecessary tension, we need to get rid of the unnecessary movement. Looking at the shuffle again, when we first do this step, we learn it with the movement exaggerated so we can easily see and understand it. But the great news is that we actually don't need the bulk of this movement in order to do an effective shuffle. And as we'll see, if we want it to speed up, it has to go. Keeping the same fundamental movements and mechanics in place, we compact the movement, trimming it to the bare essentials of what we require in order to execute it. Why? To save time, and thus be able to fit more beats in the same amount of time, and thus get faster. To summarize, in general, the faster you go, the smaller and more relaxed the step becomes. Lastly, let's go back to weight transfer, which must also be minimized in order to take steps faster. Again, looking at the ball heel. We first learn it by transferring the weight 100% from side to side, exaggerating the movement to make it easy to understand. When doing the steps slowly or one side at a time, we have to do it like this. But as the weight transfers become faster as we speed the step up, we find that they need to become smaller and more efficient too. Take a look at the ball heel done faster. Keeping the weight as close to center as possible, the transfer of weight between the sides is minimized. As the step becomes faster, it's no longer efficient or necessary to transfer 100% of the weight every time, and doing so actually prevents us going faster. In the same way that we need to trim and minimize the unnecessary movement of the step, we need to trim and minimize the unnecessary transfer of our weight as well. So how's that feeling? It's a lot to think about, but I hope it's making sense. Take your time with it, build up gradually, and remember, the more you practice any step or combination with these principles in mind, the more you'll improve, and the faster you'll go. In the full Just Tap series, we explore these concepts and many others in a detailed yet super fun way. Over my years as a tap dance educator, I've refined my teaching method, which I've carefully compiled into these courses, always prioritizing quality of content. I've set out to make the learning of this amazing art form as easy and understandable as possible. And I'm thrilled to say it works. It's the course I wish I had when I was starting out. Check out justtapdance.com for more. Lastly, a big thank you to all the students, subscribers, supporters, and friends of Just Tap. Please share this video, and remember, tap dance is even more fun shared with a friend. Wherever your tap journey takes you from here, I wish you clear and speedy beats and a great deal of tap happiness in the future. My name's Bill Simpson, and this is Just Tap.